shotgun shells and the snow globe.
No thanks,
Hobos.
Biggies. We don't want
Boring.
any.
Ralphie, control yourself. Some more ammo.
This is the people from...
Yeah, we already heard it.
You think I'm...
What about you? You dig graves. Make Hoff and Steven, you wanted to tell me how big you wanted. What graves? One's right behind you. What are the beasties? Tearing up the graves, eating the bodies is terrible. I can barely hold them back. I even got it in a few days. So hungry you could eat a painting of a sandwich. Nobody didn't see a thing. You will keep an eye out wherever it is. Do you need help? Well, infestation of mine. Don't go messing with untouched graves. Dig up any of my customers, and I'll give you a couple of shots. Double all buck. All not graves. Alright, well. That's where you go to a live game. Get the reward first, then dig them up. Easy. Sucker born every minute.
How
No
can
thanks,
such
Biggies.
savage...
Are you hookers, casino? The only good thing...
Alright, sir.
I want your job. I want to be protector of the dead.
Try protecting the living first.
That was a good hit. Go for numbers. Dogs are more important, to be honest. Nice shot. You can kill this toad. He shouldn't have an action point. Definitely you shouldn't either. Toad does go next, so... Rose. You know what? Ralphie can get the other toad. Oh my god. By Ralphie, I mean you can take out both these guys. Good job. How'd I do, King? How did I do? Give me 20 12 gauge ammo, huh? If you wouldn't mind. I have grave to dig. A sickle?
Echo 1, congratulations.
Or save. Dash really save. I'm dumb. I have installed too. Can you do this? No, you won't actually have the gun, right? Because that was a random thing, I believe. You totally do. If we get more ammo, though, I'm just going to keep it in my inventory. I will get rid of the other garbage. Like you. You don't need 2 of these. Alright. My other bands. You can't wear a red zipper jacket, huh? Did you get the Italian crew? Stop. Was the wrong outfit? It looks different. This is the male to female version is different, I guess. I don't know. What's new Rangers? I don't really know what I'm doing here. Swags.
More posers.
Oh, I ain't on the menu. Who is Flo again? Hash House Hostess with the mostest. What do you think of the Desert Rangers? Cowboy picture, you sure came to the right place to get discovered. What do you mean by discovered? Lots of boys and girls that get discovered at swags. Plenty of kids who had their first Hollywood meal at swags have ended up headlining the Chinese or Hades. By the way, after someone like Swifty picks him up, there's so many who, well, Mr. Swag don't like me to talk about it. There's Mr. Swag like wouldn't talk about. Some sheep, there's wolves, and let's leave it at that, shall we? Now you need anything else? Manny's Chinese Casino. Big time in this town, but make it to Manny's, you're a star, you want a good time, get yourself a ticket. It's worth it, just watch out for Manny's second in commanding, Grauman. All hands that guy. What do you know about the Hades Hideaway? A little joke about gals at Hades, want to hear it? Okay, here it goes. Dance a little on their left leg, dance a little on their right leg, it's in between two of them to make a decent living. Get it? No. In a sense of humor. What do you know about Swifty? It's pronounced Swifty, but it's spelled wolf. Watch out for that guy. Why is he dangerous? Meet me at the cemetery. You know anything about Duke Swag? Boss man goes by Duke because he thinks he's John Wayne. Ain't no cowboy pilgrim. Wolves? Not saying any more about that. What do you know about Manny Wong? General Giant of Hollywood, a great guy, but don't try any funny business at his place. He'll break you in half. What do you know about Grauman? Manny's pit boss, guess he does the job okay, but he sure is a creep. Don't know why Manny keeps him around. Want to meet at the cemetery? Okay. There she goes. Vanished into the ether.
Wowza, where did you spring from? What a beauty.
You mind the eyeball on the Furby, do you? I'll come back and talk to Swifty.
Hobos. Boring.
You're not the same one. You're not Faye. Duke only likes us to talk about happy stuff when we're there. We didn't know about Swag's drugstore. I hate that has become such a pit of wolves, but a girl needs a job, doesn't she? They can try to tell the new kids to watch out for it, right? Sometimes they don't listen. Oh, see, look what you did. I'm crying now. I listened. Don't go into Swag's office. He gets mighty mad when people do. Don't go peeking in his lockbox either. I saw him cut a man's hand clean off for that. Wolves are all over the town feeding on the poor lost sheep who come here dreaming that Hollywood dream. Slavers, pimps, psychos, I don't know why the HCC doesn't do anything about them. Old Haiti Hot Pants always says she wants Hollywood to be clean shop. Scum are still there year after year. What do you know about the HCC? Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Most businesses in town are members. They chip in to pay for the street cops and the cost of fighting the pistol-packing priest. Pretty good at keeping the tourists safe. They don't seem to care too much about the street kids. What do you know about Haiti Hollander? I don't like Haiti much, but she runs a clean place and keeps her boys and girls happy. A kid could do a lot worse working at Haiti's. What do you know about the Gaza militia? Gaza militia, they call themselves. They call them the nut jobs of this hill. They think every sinner in the world should be chopped up into little pieces. Wolf-killing sin. The biggest sinners ever come down out of Griffith Park just about once a month, killing everybody they see and taking their stuff. Crusade, they call it, and taking tights. Should have robbery and murder. They're the ones who should be chopped up into little bits. What do you know about Hades Hideaway? Not as big as a Chinese casino, but they offer more services, you know what I mean? Dancing, cabaret up front, and then in the back you can have your pick of any boy or girl you saw on the show. Best brothel in the world, and that's what floats your boat. Waste of time. Let's go talk to Swifty. I want to find a merchant.
Copy, Ranger Team Echo.
I just have no use for you, honestly. Wait for you to learn anything else, not for you. You're still like our best guy, damage-wise. I could just save up, maybe. She is always being shot.
Everybody here is so sexy, peacock painted, good
You
looking.
got a bright future in this town, kid. I can see your name in lights. But out, jerks. I'm in the middle of a very important meeting here. You're... Say, that's quite a face you got there, kid. Anyone ever tell you you got star power? I mean it. You really got something.
Star power. Bar Harley Jarvis.
Listen, I'm in the middle of something right now, but here's my card. Come to my office. We'll talk. Maybe do a little screen test. See what happens. Okay? Great. Ciao.
What's your job?
My job? What does it look like, chump? I'm a star maker. I make stars. You ever been to the Chinese casino? Half the girls and boys in that floor show come out of my Rolodex. And half the kids at Heidi's, too. I'm the guy with the talent for spotting talent. Now, do you mind? Thanks.
Tell me about Manny's Chinese
The
casino.
biggest show palace in all the world. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Manny's is class all the way.
Tell me about Heidi's.
A high-tone joint. Torch songs up front, sultry seductions out back. You gotta have style to make it at Heidi's. Just having boobs, butt, or big equipment ain't gonna cut it.
Talent. Kids, boys,
Kids
girls.
equals boys and girls, which equals talent. Get with the lingo, chumps. This town runs on beauty, and I've got the best in the business.
Who's in Manny?
The gentle giant of Hollywood runs the cleanest place in town, and always has a good word for everybody.
Tell me about Heidi.
One tough customer, that one. A hard bargainer and a shrewd businesswoman. But she needs to be. Without her grit, Hollywood would have been burned to the ground by those God's militia chumps long ago.
Who are God's
The
militia?
pistol-packing priests like to kill sinners, and as far as they're concerned, everybody except them are sinners. Been fighting the HCC for years. I just try to stay out of the way.
What does HCC
The
stand for?
Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. Closest thing we got to a city council around here. Keeps us safe from the militia. Heidi runs it. Everybody else kiss. I think you could be the next big thing.
He seems
Ciao, baby.
creepy, duplicitous, predatory, untrustworthy.
I want to meet you at your office, you said, right? Maybe we'll come back here, maybe. Well, she said not to do it, but... Content's content. We can go this way, right? Yeah, so hold up. Finish off this street. Brown Crown is closed. The goddamn HCC set me down, changed the locks and everything. Do you need help? What is there to do? I'm supposed to get a sworn statement from Officer Lamb over at the HHP that I cleaned up the place, but it's already clean and Lamb knows it. He's just not going to say it until I cough up the dough. Well, I got my pride. I did before. I had to pay those nudie dudes. Tell me about the Brown Crown. My restaurant, the Brown Crown, best chili joint in Hollywood. At least it was until the woman Heidi decided to close me up for no reason. Hollywood ain't even got a health code. God dang, Fry embargo is what it is. What is the HCC? The Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. I like to call them the Heidi Hollander and her amazing butt kissers. It's a bullcrap social club if you ask me. Never did anything for Hollywood and never will, especially if you ain't a member. Fooey is what I say. What is HSP? Hollywood Security Patrol, otherwise known as Heidi's Enforcers. There's a muscle for the HCC. What if I talk to Lamb? You mean lean on him? Well, don't be too hard on him. It's not his fault. He used to be one of the best customers. He's just doing what his boss tells him to do. But if you could get him to sign that statement, would you have free chili in the Brown Crown? Friends, I swear it. Why doesn't the Brown Crown meet the health code? Bull crap charge. There ain't nothing wrong with my food. Heidi's just mad because I didn't want to join her club and pay her dues. How I didn't do is the protection money. I told her she could stick it up her butt. Who is Heidi's person? Who is this Heidi person? She is the woman that runs the brothel down at the end of the street. She runs Hollywood too, at least she wants to, but she doesn't run me. Ma Brown don't kiss nobody. No siree. Rap boy. Two would go together, but somehow Rap boy makes it work. Pet rock, then dolls of... I already have some, brother. Is still actual gear? No, I don't want to see them. Okay. I want to find an actual merchant, brother. I'll skip the sewers for now. Where's that security door at? Honestly, I have no idea.
Manorites,
You, Alex?
beware. You think the Desert Rangers are your allies. You think that just because
What is that
they helped
picture?
win the Robinson Uprising, that they are your friends.
Is he doing like his
They're not.
are his hands in the
They
handcuffs?
sided with you because they believe
It's so
you
weird.
to be the weaker and easier to manipulate. Los Angeles, can you believe the flagrant
They are in
policies
handcuffs, but it's still
of those
weird looking.
so-called law bringers, the Desert Rangers, freeing a condemned criminal to further their ruthless ambition. The Manorites have come to regret letting them into their homes. Will your town be next? Do not let the Rangers too close, Manorites, or soon you will find yourselves under their thumb. Remember, the children of the Citadel are your only true friends in Los Angeles.
I will take your short test, sure. Do you failures in your path continue to haunt you? Sure. Do you get occasional muscle twitches with no outward cause? Why not? Fine, now question 3. Have you ever had a strong emotional connection to an inanimate object all the time? Fourth question. You're walking in the desert and you see a tortoise on its back and making the sound, you turn it over. Leave it as it is. Do you think one life matters? Sure. I think you have what it takes to be hypnotized as a golden future. Of course, before we get into certain, we must do further tests, but I don't have the facilities to do this here. You'll have to go to the new Citadel itself. Program Welcome Center, and that indoctrination Specialists will take care of the rest. How do I get there? Who are the children? We are the children of the new citadel, devotees of Matthias and the future that he's building there. New citadel, headquarters of our church, assembled now. It benefits the humility of our leader, but soon it will be the most beautiful place on earth. Who is Matthias? Matthias is the Messiah of golden future. He will lead us into the elder paradise here on earth, and then one day into the stars. Out of the citadel shall rise the sun and illuminate a new age of prosperity and hope. All that join Matthias, and the synthesis will share the future, and we will live in peace and harmony for the eternity. But what do we do in our nation? Did I say nation? I meant education. What synthesis? Holy wedding of the immortal human being, human mind, and spirit in the immortal body of the machine. Only when all humanity achieves synthesis, we will transcend the horrors of this world.
Hello, friends.
Okay.
My name is Matthias, leader of the Children of the Citadel, bringing you good news for your future.
Do you lead to Hollywood? I mean, do you lead to the Wasteland? Los Feliz. Okay. We can go first, I'll wait. The vacancy. Call it to Don. The other customer's in. The vacancy for you in Instagram. That was easy.
Utter villainy. These people are turning their customers into walking corpses.
This is not my job to clear them out.
Ranger, don't.
Hello, Matthias.
This isn't a trap. I just want to talk to you. I want to see if we can come to some kind of understanding.
Alright, so what? Talk.
Thank you. Now, I know we've had our differences. You think I'm a despicable murderer. I think the same about you. And we both think our own murders are justified. But what if I was to tell you that it's all been a misunderstanding? That all along, we've both wanted the same thing.
You want the destruction of humanity, we want to save it, how can that be the same?
Who said I want the destruction of humanity? I want the transcendence of humanity. Look, we both want a better life for people. All we are arguing about is who has the best method. So let's compare. You want to give people a better life by catching criminals and imposing order. So let me ask you, is it working?
Of course it is.
Really? Is there still crime? Yes. Has any police force ever stopped all crime? No. Will any amount of enforcement ever stop all crime? No. And why? Because enforcement doesn't fight the root problem, which is human need. Transcendence will.
Okay, I'll bite. How will transcendence solve need?
Simple. When our minds and souls are contained in synthetic bodies, we will not need food. We will not need water. We will not need shelter. All the things that we humans rob and steal and kill each other for be made completely obsolete. We will need the sun to power our batteries,
It's so quiet.
and that's all. There will be nothing left to fight for. Everyone will have enough. Isn't that a beautiful dream? Isn't that worth fighting for?
I wasn't even listening to him. You would fight to end fighting?
Isn't that what you do? But your method does not work. Mine will. So will you join me? Will you fight for the Transcendence future?
We'll fight for the Ranger future.
I know you were too thick-headed to convince. It's really too bad. Had you said yes, I might have spared your friends at Ranger Citadel. Now I'm afraid there's nothing you can do to save them. We fly to Arizona in a matter of days. How will you ever live with the guilt?
Why is he so quiet? Don't you break your legs. Thank you, sewers. Did you go behind Swifties? Oh, this is a cemetery. No, it's not. It's a playground. Same thing, am I right? Walk of Fame star. I Heart Magnum. And garbage. Always the garbage.
Les souvenirs, c'est du aimer, non?
Why do I do that every time?
Les souvenirs, c'est du aimer,
Les souvenirs
non?
concept d'Overmore. Demo first. Alarm second. Let me just buy all the guns for this area, please. Then, life taking last. Okay, boys. All VHS tape is labeled first blow, whatever that is, seems to effectively bleed single tear rolls down his cheek.
Hello? Ah, the customer. Welcome to Rambo's gun shop. I am Jean Rambo, the owner. How may I give you assistance?
You need any help?
Rambo does not need help. Rambo is Rambo. He helps himself.
Your name is Rambo?
Eh? Who is that?
Okay. The FNFAL. A 50 cal? A spaz is pretty good, but it's not that much of an increase to justify it. This isn't that good either, unless it's like a damage bonus from you. No. It only costs 4 AP to shoot. Okay. It's pretty good. Higher armor piercing too. Not bad. 6 AP. To 7. Slightly hits less. Again, it costs less to shoot. Never cool. I want to find the actual next tier of gear. It's 25 pounds, huh?
My sweet, certain.
Oh, did you sell 50 cal? There you go, now I can use the sniper.
Sweet, adieu, mes amis.
Equip. Then, strip this gun. Then after this, I'm gonna take just like a minute or two to drink and stuff. To remod this. What JP is this anyway? 7. It's the same. There we go.
He's a fine figure of a man, isn't he? If not very bright.
Oh, we didn't sell the power hammer. That's fine. Anything else inside this town? Where we dip it. There's a street over here, right? Now, where am I?
Is that them, George? Are they here at last?
Alright, hold on. Let's do a save and I'm back in just a minute.